getting a little bit of a later start, but that's because we were up late last night. Tyler and Will didn't get in until super late.
Yeah, 1 o'clock in the morning.
So, and then we had to kind of organize ourselves because they didn't get in until late. So, got up, drank some coffee, ate some burritos, and yeah, now we're heading out. They're gonna go look at some spots and try to find some other access and see what happens. And no one is safe. No one. Doe, Spike might be safe. Depends.
Yearlings?
I mean, Spike 6-inch, 8-inch.
That's kind of a big spike.
That's a big spike.
And that's like a Boone and Crockett spike.
Yearlings, they're safe too. Big does. Big does, fork or better. 2 point, 4 point, whatever you want to call it.
Let's do it. I feel like we're bow walking.
Ah,
I feel like we're bow walking.
well, yeah, we're about to be bow running.
Whoa.
This isn't steep enough yet.
Yes, it is. Take straight up.
We gotta go find the steepest mountain we can and go up it.
You would.
I would. With deadfall at your waist height.
We've done this. We have videos. Go back and watch all of our Oregon series. Watch Chris murder me.
Now, we found this trail. And it's a standard, just hiking trail, but it gives us good access, quick, quiet, and I mean, we made it here. It's at a half mile. We're already over the top of where we want to hunt, pretty much, and we did it in like.
We might as well have teleported.
Yeah, did it in like 20 minutes. So we're just gonna scoot up here a little bit more, and then drop down, and hopefully get down that creek bed, set up, and see if something comes walking through there in the day. I'm honestly surprised we haven't bumped something yet. But the deer are so spread out over here. It's crazy. There's so much food. I mean, this whole trail is just littered with acorns. There's just browse everywhere. So it's got the deer spread out.
This is going to be interesting. The first time we've set up in the same exact tree, so a little bit of a learning curve, I guess you could say. That's alright though. Learning is occurring. Tell me about your feelings.
Well, interesting. So, it's the first time we've ever climbed in a tree together, the same tree. That was, I don't know, I'm not really liking it. It's because we're so used to it. Yeah, it's you. It's the company I'm with. I mean, I don't know. It's because like I'm so used to hunting by myself. Like it's just different. Like gotta come out here and do it. That's the only way you're gonna learn. Right. Which, I mean, this still works. We're figuring it out. Easy, and we can slip in here. So if we don't find anything that we want to sit tomorrow morning, we're probably gonna come back in here, or at least one of the groups will come back in here and give it another sit, because there's got to be deer moving through here. Yeah. It's just a matter of when.
You look like the Emperor from Star Wars.
I mean, that's cool. I have no idea what you're talking about.
You're a bad person.
Well, I am a bad person, so.
Alright.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Alrighty guys, so we're at our first location here. We're gonna hike in this river bottom here in front of us and see where it goes. This is a spot that Will wants to go check out, so we're gonna hike in this river bottom and follow it out for a ways, and hopefully it'll pick up a, what is it, a 2-track road or something you want to hit? Yeah, so we're gonna go check that out, and there's a different couple saddles and draws that come down into one funnel point, so we're gonna go check that out. So that's what the plan is. Alright everyone, so we're walking up this creek bed here, and this is the first trail that we just found. As you can tell, it's a pretty fresh deer track in it. It comes down this bank and it goes up this one, so they're basically just following this river creek here. So we're gonna probably check this out and hike it out a little ways, see where it goes. I think this is private and this is public, so we can only go this way. We're working up this, basically, we side hilled around this hill to where the ridge dumps off. We started working our way up it. We just found our first deer bed. There's some deer poop. It seems like potentially there's a couple spots that could be beds right here. This one's very distinct though. It's leveled out. Pretty interesting to see for sure. We did have a trail that kind of came up around, and it seems like a really good spot for deer to bed, playing different winds. So we're gonna keep sneaking around up this ridge. I'm gonna mark this on my Onyx, and definitely the higher up we've been getting, the vegetation has dropped quite a bit. It's a little bit more open now. But one thing we've been noticing is there are literally acorns everywhere. Hundreds of them. Alright guys, so we just got to the crest of this ridge that's diving off here. As soon as we get to the top, there's all these 3-foot high bushes, tons of acorns, and we're just trying to be as quiet as we can sneaking through here. Sure enough, we just kicked up a buck right here. He ran down the hill, but it almost sounds like he's circling. Probably only 30 yards.
It's a good sign though.
I didn't see how big he was, but it was a buck. It was one deer.
Do you see the horns or anything?
No, but no, the body was huge. Did you see the body?
I briefly saw the second jump. Yes, he jumped once, then he jumped again.
He was big though. It was one deer. Had to have been a buck. Alright guys, we just found his bed here. I mean, if you think about it, by the time we saw him, heard him, he already made a long leap. I would assume this is his. That's a deer track right there in it, you know.
There's another one right there.
I mean, this could be a doe's bed or something. But he was bedded right here, so that's what we got. Our wind is blowing this way. So we should hug this side. We'll just go for 100 yards or so and look in them. We should be able to look this way. Guys, we just found a couple more beds. We got one right here. We got another one right here. This is a good little spot here. There's quite a bit of deer poop that I found out over here. We just stumbled on 2 more beds. We're not only another, I don't know, 20 yards from our last bed right there, so. Alright guys, so we got on top of this ridge. We've been walking it out. There's like a highway deer trail right here. And basically, it dumps off and there's a drainage that runs off right here in a small saddle right in front of us. Before it goes back up to the next ridge line. And we think we heard or saw something right down below us here, which is where that buck ran. We're now like probably 150 yards, 200 yards ahead of where we saw that buck bed and where we jumped him up. So it's possible he only ran 50 yards and we end up getting ahead of him. So we're gonna hang out here for a minute, see if we see anything, and then if not, we'll keep moving.
Alrighty guys, we're walking back now. That's I think that's gonna wrap it up for the morning hunt.
Yeah, we did a pretty good scouting mission and then walked probably, I don't know, 1.75 miles, and we got into some really good terrain. The first hilltop mountainside we went up, way better than expected, so looked like a killer spot. We saw a ton of deer sign. I'm pretty excited.
A lot more, yeah. We saw, what did we see? Just the one deer that we bumped, but there,
Yeah.
like Tyler said, there was tons of beds, tons of deer poop, tons of acorns everywhere.
A lot more sign than I would have imagined, just being like, the thing is this is like just big monotonous timber. It's all the same. So you have to really hunt terrain and different habitat changes.
Yeah.
And terrain is where we obviously found our success so far today. So we're definitely going to be back in that spot, I think. I'd love to sit there one evening or morning.
Yeah, we mapped out a couple points to get in and out. This spot is tricky because
Yeah.
where we bumped that deer, it's at the end of a ridge.
Yeah, it's a super difficult spot. We're not
Yeah.
exactly sure how we're going to get in there. What's the best option? There is a 2-track trail, but it'd probably be like a 2-mile walk to just get into the spot.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
We were talking earlier if we had bicycles or something, it'd be a little bit easier.
Oh, you
But
could fly on bikes anyways. We're heading back to camp. We'll check in when we see Old Breed Outdoors again. How'd you guys make out this morning?
I took a little hike.
Yeah?
Yeah, did some exploring, did some scenery pictures, you know. I'm kind of like a outdoor photographer. No big deal.
Oh, I had Will doing all sorts of poses this morning, huh, Will?
oh yeah, we got some photos at the end.
Well, Chris is pretty photogenic, so he's our,
Yeah.
I'm the looks.
it's the chin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Any deer this morning?
no.
No?
We found some scat. That was about it. I mean, the area we're in was a good spot. And it's kind of where we wanted to get to yesterday. It was just easier going the way we went today.
Mm-hmm.
Like about, I don't know, an hour and a half easier.
Chris didn't have you dogging like a hound dog through the woods?
Yeah, I was like them bear dogs yesterday.
Like a billy
I'm
goat?
just going through them. Yeah, but yeah, it was nice because we just took that trail.
Yeah.
It's quiet,
Yeah.
but nothing was moving.
I'm trying to figure out
Where we're going tonight?
the woods
Yes, we're in the woods.
where the deer are,
Where do you want to go?
Where is that?
Where do you want to go, Garrett?
where the deer's tied up on a tree.
Yeah, who got that?
I'll tie Will up on a tree. And
I'll
you can
go
have him.
wherever Chris tells me to go.
Yeah.
I don't want him to get upset.
Careful what you say. You might be going up the side of a mountain.
Yeah.
I've been there, done that. Let's talk about Oregon last year.
Yeah.
Chris said he was going to throw you right in his pack and just take you right up there.
He's been saying that for a while. He hasn't done it yet.
Oh, boy.
I'm still waiting.
Oh, yeah. Oh, decisions.
The decisions. We got grass field or cornfield. We can both set up on the grass. One can do that. One can do the corn. And we both go to the corn. I don't know.
Well, the only place that we've seen any deer is that hayfield.
Yeah.
So,
The only thing is I don't think you would see the deer from the cornfield because it's still standing.
well, if you go to that hayfield and set up on that ridge where they're coming into the hayfield,
Mm-hmm.
you catch them as they're moving down in there. And the good news is at that time of day, the thermals will be pulling down.
Mm-hmm.
So if you catch them coming down the hill at you, just whack them, they die in the field, and just drag them out. It's that easy.
Schwack them. Sounds pretty easy to me.
Yeah.
I like easy, so
Yeah.
Will likes easy. I gotta change my socks though. I just tried to leap across the river and I took a little spill.
Can't walk on water after all, huh?
Yeah.
What do you want to do, Chris?
Oh,
This is like in the grass field.
I'm liking the hayfield.
I'll hold your hand if you want me to. I'll walk you in there.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm
I'll
scared.
even let you
I'm
shoot.
scared. Oh, you're gonna let me set up the
Well, you're
shoot?
scared of the dark. 'Cause
I am scared of the dark.
Bears.
Bears.
Watch out for that bug.
Just flying like
Oh, that's my eyes!
Well, Will and I are headed in.
Oh yeah.
Gonna go get us evening sit here. Heading out to hunt the edges of some ag and see if we can get on some does that Chris and I saw last night.
Yeah, it should be an awesome night. I mean,
I'm looking forward to it.
weather's beautiful,
Oh,
right
yeah.
temperatures.
Yeah, I think we'll be all right.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Let's go find some deer. What do you think? Yeah, I was down here. I was looking to see if maybe it was a trail, a deer trail, but I don't see anything. Alrighty, guys. So we just hiked up top of this ridge line, which is on the back side of the field that we're going down to hunt. Garrett just found this chute that we're gonna walk down. So the plan is here to hike from the top of the ridge that we just came down to the edge of the field. And we'll pick a tree down there and get set up. We think there's gonna be does coming possibly from the other side of the field towards us, so we'll see. Definitely cruising through here. Which way do you think they're going? Good question. Both ways. Yeah. The problem is what time of the day they're going that way and what time of the day they're going that way. Give us the scoop. So we're just hanging out in the tree, doing some pruning, testing out good old tethered stuff, proofing the new First Light bag, and probably gonna do some deer hunting. I don't know what you think.
I hope so.
Do you want to do some deer hunting?
Yeah.
All right. Well, last night this is the field that Chris and I last night when we drove by. There was half a dozen deer in it, right out here in front of me. But and there was a deer cruising the side here. And Will and I, we just crossed the Rockies to get here. we hiked a trail up and then bushwhacked down to the edge of this field. It got a little interesting there a couple times, and crossed a creek and got into this tree. Took a little bit to kind of figure out where we wanted to be. Even this tree is not ideal, but it'll work. The thing I like about this tree is that we've got the field out here in front of us. It's an actual open shot, whereas a lot of these other places, there's a lot of brush between the tree and the field edge, which really limits your shot opportunities. And the other thing I like here is that we've got a really good backdrop behind us, and then two, we've got a pretty good backdrop behind Will and behind me over here, because there's tons of trails and beds and a lot of fresh droppings. We found a lot of fresh sign, like at least this morning. I wouldn't be surprised if Will and Tyler saw a group of deer coming in here this morning when they were heading out. I wouldn't be surprised if what we saw was them. So yeah, so we're gonna see what happens. No idea where Will and Chris and Tyler went. I think they're out on their own adventure. To be honest with you, I think those two going out this evening was probably like perfect.
Yeah.
They're gonna come back
Let them wear each other out.
They're gonna wear each other out, and they're gonna have one heck of a story where only one of them comes back. It's gonna be one or the other. That's what I'm thinking. I have to start taking bets. So we don't know if they went on the other side. So on the other side of this road, it's over here on the other side of this field,
There's another ridge line and some more trails. And deer probably are crossing through here. So I don't know if they did that or if they're somewhere else back behind us here. Who knows? So we'll see what happens. I figure we've got about 3 hours till dinner time. Ring that bell.
Yeah.
I have it in the pack. Usually what I do is it's hanging up and ding, and they just come in.
Oh man.
Got the first deer of the evening. You saw deer this morning, technically. That's pretty cool, though. We've seen them come a little closer. We're about 100 plus yards out. It was an update. We had those two does come out. It's been about 45 minutes hanging out with us. They were working this way slowly but surely. I don't know if they would have came over here, but the more I stared at that one, it was looking bigger and bigger. Might have been real big by the time she got over here. Big enough. But something spooked them. They were watching the far side of the field edge. And they kept looking over there. Something spooked them and they took off to the corner. The bigger one went right into the corner and jumped over into the tree line. The smaller one stood there for a little bit and then finally went in. But that was about 50 minutes ago. So it's almost 7. So we still got a little less than an hour shooting light. We'll hang out here for a little while longer and figure out how to get back to the job. I got an idea. So I was checking the map out. I think I got a shorter route. If that doesn't work, we'll just go out to the road and hitchhike. So, see what happens.
Are we dragging something or no?
Just me.
Oh boy.
We got deer on film though.
Did you?
Oh, nice.
Nice.
It was just I didn't have a pin for 150 yards.
How'd it
was
go,
fun.
Willie?
Oh, we did good.
Yeah.
Saw some deer. We were pretty optimistic in the beginning.
Why they were there? We watched them for almost an hour.
And slowly faded.
Yeah. And it-
Well, you guys did better than we did. We didn't see a friggin' deer.
they were
Didn't
freaking-
see a deer?
Nope.
They were at Lover's Rest. That's where they were.
Jeez.
It gets a little bit squirrely. This trail isn't actually the trail that's on the map, by the way. We learned that.
Yeah.
And that drainage that goes
It's
right down to
steep
the
in there.
field. It's just a little bit steep and just
Like
a little
straight
bit.
up.
Yeah, like we literally just hands and knees up the side of the mountain. Like literally. What I want to know is what you guys are doing here.
Yeah.
We were waiting for you. We were hoping you were dragging
hours.
something.
We were hoping it was dinner ready.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sorry about
all Will has
that.
talked about for like the last hour is dinner.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's go make it, Willie. We'll see you back at camp, boys. Ooh, it smells good out there. What's happening in here, boys?
Oh, you know, just a little dinner time action.
Dinner time?
So Tyler and Will brought us some.
What's on the menu tonight? What's on the
We have
menu?
Mission flour tortilla burritos. They're super soft. We don't want any of that weird, like not super soft stuff.
Super soft's the way to go. Dude.
Super soft. You gotta get a little. It's got a good feel to it in your hands.
Yeah.
A little squishy. You know, it tastes good in the mouth.
Will's a big fan of the super soft.
This is 8 count, which is great. I don't know why, but it is. We've got some. This is key. Sour cream. One, Chris will eat this out of the container.
Don't lie, Chris.
Don't lie for you. This particular one is the squeezy one. So I don't know if you're familiar with. For those of you out there watching us at home tonight.
If you ain't squeezing your sour cream, you ain't doing it right.
Yeah. We don't scoop. We squeeze.
Yep.
Because it doesn't come off of the stupid spoon. So you gotta squeeze it.
Squeeze it, man.
We've got some. This is from hand squeezed dairy cows and hand aged cheese that you get at the store. No big deal. This was hand shredded by an 80-year-old woman
In Cuba.
In Cuba, and then it's Signature Farms.
Hey, nothing but the best for you guys.
Yeah,
Man.
hand shredded. Just for you, Chris. They washed their hands before they shredded this.
Oh yeah.
I doubt that.
With the waterproof headlamps, we're good.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you. So talk to me, Will. Let's see what this meat looks like. What's on the? What is this, Will?
I think this is venison with what percent beef fat?
10%.
10%?
Close. Where did that deer come from?
That's a mixture. That's a
mixture.
gangbang of venison right there.
That's a Sussex County special.
County special.
Will's deer and my deer in there, so I hope you like fawn 1 and fawn 2. No, I'm just kidding.
Extra
So-
tender.
We're gonna get some bad boys whipped up here, and we'll do a little taste test for everybody. That looks good.